Hi everybody, my name is Kevin Barnes and I want to say hello to my friends in Australia. I've been invited by Peter and Leslie to talk a little bit about male breast cancer, and I'm very happy to do that. I've been a survivor for just a little bit over 5 years now. I'm also a cancer journalist, so I spend a lot of time thinking and writing about male breast cancer. And I want to share a little bit about what I've learned in these last 5 years. If you're a man who's new to breast cancer, you've actually picked a pretty good time to get it. And what I mean by that is 5 years ago, we still didn't know that men's bodies react differently than women in terms of the various procedures and chemotherapies that are suggested for us. So things have changed dramatically. The good news is support groups like yours there in Australia are doing a wonderful job of keeping us connected with the latest technologies, the latest information, and all of the hope that goes along with surviving this disease. And you know, I have to tell you, the part that excites me the most is the fact that we are connecting between countries. The US and Australia, for example, we're talking to each other. And by doing that, we're supporting each other. The latest information, the latest technologies, the latest hope, the latest avenues for survival, they're out there and we're finding them together. And I think that is the thing that makes me most excited about being a survivor of male breast cancer. So let me share a couple of videos of some thoughts I've had over these last 5 years. And thanks again to Peter, to Leslie, and to all you guys and your supporters, your families and friends. I send you my deepest appreciation and good wishes. Take a look at some of this stuff. All right. Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Barnes, male breast cancer survivor. Welcome to Survive and Thrive Live, the Male Breast Cancer Minute. This is a place where I get to share some important breast cancer information and some personal thoughts too. Now, for far too long, male breast cancer has been a sort of back burner disease, resulting partly from the relatively small numbers of men affected, but mostly because medical professionals have been underprepared to advise men of the importance of checking their own breasts. Now, the result of all this is that breast cancer in men is often caught at a much later stage than in women. And now, with Australia's participation, a once muted movement is becoming clearly visible through an expansive worldwide voice. Now, we're all aware of breast cancer's Pinkability Factor, which arrives every October as a women's celebration that erupts in a fundraising and awareness-widening spectacle like no other in the world of cancer consciousness. Now, I support that, by the way, but it's also a great opportunity to reinforce the fact that, as my friends at the Male Breast Cancer Coalition here in America often remind us, men have breasts too. Now, while we're focusing on the men down under in lovely Australia, I want to give a shout out to Peter Bennett. He's the founder of the Men's Breast Cancer Forum over there. Now, Peter's work has added another powerful voice that reverberates around the world, bringing male breast cancer into mainstream conversation. Fewer than 300 men are actually diagnosed with breast cancer every year in Australia, but hey, that continent is rocking with voices that shout, "Wake up world, breast cancer in men is real." As a male breast cancer survivor and advocate, I want you to know, if you're newly diagnosed with male breast cancer, that there are a lot of positive things happening right now for all of us. And so I want to share some of my stories, some of my essays, some of my videos with you to tell you where I'm coming from. I have a very positive view about this crazy disease. It's not fun, it's not pretty, but it is survivable. You know, the word cancer triggers a good deal of emotion in many people. It's a supercharged word that carries with it a lot of thoughts and ideas, most of them not so good. And so I've decided that cancer will have a very different meaning for me from now on. Cancer, spelled C-A-N-C-E-R. It can mean many things to many people, but to me it means cancel all negative conditioned emotional responses. Now, conditioned responses are those thoughts we have that are automatic. You know, cancer's bad, chocolate is good, that sort of thing. It's also what we call a conditioned reflex, and it's part of being human. And whether something is good or bad really is just a thought that we have about that thing. So to get a clear view of our options then, it becomes imperative that we cancel all negative conditioned emotional responses. There's a lot of positive support for us out there. I'm Kevin Barnes. This is Survive and Thrive Live. Until next time. So let's keep the conversation going. I look forward to talking with any and every one of you. Thanks for this opportunity to chat about male breast cancer. It's been a great privilege. Good eye, mates. See you later.
When I was a young boy, I knew a kid who had cancer. But I never knew why. Why do such unkind things exist? Who decided that's how it should be? Why is there cancer in the world?
I knew how death might give some gift to those left in this world to live. Who comes and goes, who knows the way our life breath flows, and who decides the changing of the tide. If there is love, please let it find me now. If I have strength, good God, remind me how. If there is hope, I'll take all that life will allow.